First I was afraid, I was petrified. That's the opening lyric to one of the most loved songs of all time, I Will Survive, sung by the remarkable Gloria Gaynor. You know, those words rang true for Gloria as she faced a major spine surgery as well as a stent in the ICU. Please welcome Gloria Gaynor and her spine surgeon, our friend, Dr. Hooman Melamed. So, Gloria, so glad to have you. You've been through a lot. And before we peel back all of those things you've been through, how are you today?
I am great. I really am great. I am so much better than I was.
Let's go back to the time before you feel like you feel now. Mm-hmm. Let's go back up to the symptoms that you were having that led you to have to see Dr. Melamed and get surgery.
Yeah.
What was going on with you and your health?
Well, overall, I was fine, except I couldn't walk.
Wow.
AKA not fine.
Okay.
Couldn't stand up straight. I had a surgery 20 years ago, and they put these brackets in my back where my back was supposed to curve, but it made me walk bent forward like that. And I'll never forget, I was doing a performance in Atlantic City. And people were coming, I was walking through, after the show, walking through the hotel to get back to my suite. And people were coming up to me saying, oh my goodness, Gaynor, that was wonderful, this was great, blah, blah, blah. Building up my ego, I'm feeling so great. They loved it, this is wonderful, this is what I wanted. And one woman came running after me, she says, Miss Gaynor. And here I'm waiting for another compliment, and she goes, are you in pain because you're all bent over on stage? I said, phew. And then so fast forward, few years, and now the pain has gotten to the place where I can't walk from my bedroom to my kitchen without being in excruciating pain.
And you were reluctant to have a surgery to
Yes,
correct this?
I've had so many surgeries before. I started out in 1978 when I fell on stage and jumped back up, finished the show, went out to dinner, and came back home, went to bed, woke up the next morning paralyzed from the waist down. That was not fun. And I had that surgery, and it was great. The doctor did a wonderful job, but when you, Dr. Melamed can tell you, that when you restrict one area of your spine, when the whole spine is supposed to move, then you put more pressure on the level above, and then eventually that has to be done, and you know, it can just...
Well, and Dr. Melamed, can you break down for us what was going on with Gloria and her spine and all the pain when she came to see you?
So I think before we go, one very important thing about what she was saying, that how she was as miserable as she was, she did not give in to narcotics. She did not take narcotics.
Ask that question. How did you
That's
cope
very
with
important.
the pain?
That's very important, you know, because a lot of people are in pain. They get into this whole narcotic, the opiates, and the whole opiate epidemic that's happening, and she resisted to give in to that. So that was very important. The issue with her was, you know, her spine. If you look at the spine, basically, it's a whole spine model here. Normally, if you look at the spine, you see a curvature. The bottom part it's not flat like this. The spine is curved at the bottom, and we all have different curvatures. And then it curves up. Goal is to keep the head line up with the pelvis. And the way our spine curvature is, it has to do with the way we're born with our pelvic anatomy. And unfortunately, you know, back in the day, we didn't really understand that when she had her surgery. So she was kind of fused in like a motion like that, so she couldn't stand up straight. That's how she was. She has to bend her hips and knees in order to come up straight. So she was kind of fused in that position. The other levels started going bad, and they were breaking down and causing pressure on the nerve, you know, all these other issues that was happening on top of unable to stand up straight. So that was the problem. And now, here she is, like, facing a major, massive operation to fix it. Like, you know, having had a bad experience before. Like, does she want to really go through that again?
Oh, please, they were telling me all kinds of things. We need to break your back. I'm like, excuse me? And then answer to prayer. This man, he's an answer to prayer. He's an agent of God. He truly is. Because my prayer was that God would use his hands as his own. And he truly did.
Thank you very
He
much.
truly did.
Thank you very much.
He truly did.